hey there.
Oh, hey there.
How's it going today?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Wisconsinite?
That's me. I'm Born and Fred.
I know you are.
What's up, Cornhusker? This is the History Buffoons.
I'm Kate.
I'm Bradley.
And I am a transplant.
I'm glad
That's how I tell people. They're like, oh, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm a transplant. I say it just like that, like an old-timey 30s movie.
Yeah, you see? I'm a transplant, you see? Yeah, they uprooted the corn and planted it somewhere else.
We sure did.
No? I mean, come on.
How are you?
I am well. How are you today?
I'm good. I still got a lingering cough, so you'll hear that like just now. Excuse me.
On point.
Yep.
I am excited for Brewers baseball. Brewers baseball today.
Yes.
So this is game 2 of the season. We both like baseball, watch it. So we're gonna record and then we're gonna watch a game and root for the Brewers.
Yeah, we are.
They kicked some ass on Thursday, so that was nice.
I think I need to strap Nathan to a chair.
He's not gonna like it. Sarah likes baseball. She just doesn't follow it at all.
Yeah.
She'll watch it when I have it on.
Yeah.
But she doesn't really care, more or less. I really don't think Nathan's going to care at all.
So I told Nathan yesterday that I was going to be wearing, or that I was going to watch a.
Oh my God, stroke.
We're going to watch it tonight. And he goes, sports ball. I was like, yep, that tracks.
See, so again, you don't need to strap him down. That would be a waste of your energy.
True.
Just saying. Anyway, so
we're very excited for baseball season.
I love baseball. I love watching it. I watch literally almost every game unless I have to go to bed and they play at the West Coast and I can't watch it. But no, I love baseball. It's since I was a kid. My son wants to go to a couple games, so I'm hoping he's getting a little more into it. Vesper obviously doesn't care.
Yeah.
But maybe if they had K-pop Demon Hunter Night, they should care.
Oh,
but
there you go.
I don't believe they do.
Yeah.
So no, I'm excited for baseball. So
well, we are going to talk a little bit about sports today, like just a very small amount.
Okay.
It's actually kind of a Debbie Downer episode.
So it tracks.
I know.
Like, am I going to get mad, Debbie Downer, or is it just sad?
Yeah, you might. Yeah, mad, sad, all the things. This is going to be about the 1989 Hillsborough disaster. It is a soccer game, or in England, where this takes place, football.
Football. Mm-hmm. With a U.
Yes. No, not with a U.
F-U-T-B-O-L.
Are you
football.
Sure?
Look it up.
Are you sure it's not football?
Look up this.
It doesn't matter. What are we drinking today? Because I'm so excited for this one.
So we got a variety pack to accommodate many different flavors. It's from Oscar Blues, so I'm not having this one first. I'm just showing you. I have had this one, Dale's Pale Ale, delicious. But we're going to start off with their Mas Lima. So it's a salt and lime cerveza.
It's from Longmont, Colorado.
Yeah, I was going to say Colorado is where they reside.
So I have another Dale's.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the difference between that Dale's and this Dale?
Well, that's a light lager.
A light Dale? Dale Light?
Dale Light. Or this is a pale ale. That's a light lager.
Okay. Okay.
And then I also have a Hazy Blues Juicy IPA.
And I have Mama's Little Yellow Pills. And he's going in my surprise I'm drunk koozie.
To keep it cold?
To keep it cold.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I should probably
take my last one in there.
Yeah. So
okay, I'm going to open up Mas Lima because I'm excited for...
Well, this is your style, and you like the ones with the salt and lime and stuff, typically, so...
That's good. I like...
Very subtle on the lime.
Yeah. The salt is there.
A little more prevalent.
Yeah. So yesterday I was going through Walmart and I saw a huge case of Alani lime drink of some sort.
And that's an energy drink, right?
Yeah. So I'm not a huge Alani fan, but like if they're on sale and Monster isn't, I'll actually get Milani.
Sure.
And I was like, I love lime. So I picked it up and it tastes it's called lime slushy and it is on point.
Yeah.
It is a lime slushy.
You were telling me about that.
It was amazing.
Delish.
Oh my God. I felt like I was a little girl growing up.
You still do.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Because I don't think you've ever grown up. Jesus.
Okay, how did you like it? You like it?
It's a little more too salt forward.
It is a little salt forward. Not enough lime.
Could use a little more. Because like on that back end where it hits your tongue, it's like salt. Too bad. I mean, give Nathan one.
Oh, he won't like it with the lime.
Just
he's not a citrus person.
I know,
yeah,
but just tell him to wait till the back end of the.
He likes salt. Okay,
he does like salt.
So let's get into this.
Debbie Downer time.
Yeah. So we're going to start with a family of 4. It's the Hicks family.
Hicks family. Okay. Where's Hillsborough?
Hillsborough is about 4 hours north of London.
Okay.
And it's actually, Hillsborough is the stadium.
Oh.
We are going to Sheffield, England.
Sure. Sheffield. Yep. I've heard of that.
And then if you know where Liverpool is, which is on the coast, on the west coast, it's about 2 hours from there.
Do you know who's from Liverpool?
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
I did know that.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. Okay. So family of 4 living in London. It is Trevor Hicks.
Okay.
His wife, Jenny Hicks. And their 2 daughters, Sarah, who is 19, and Vicky, who is 15.
All right.
Got a purple ready.
That's fine.
So they were diehard Liverpool Football Club fans.
Okay.
England's football is like our football plus baseball combined.
Yeah.
And y'all just heard how we feel about baseball. So
it's Europe's.
It's
Not just
Europe's
UK or anything. It's Europe is so crazy about their football.
Yeah.
I get it. That's their thing. I am not what you would call a fan of soccer/football.
I just don't know enough about it.
I don't either. You know, it's like a lot of people just running around for a long time.
Lots of running.
And it just makes me tired watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't engage me like it does for them, and that's fine.
Yeah. But Liverpool was in the Football Association Cup's semifinal against Nottingham Forest.
Ooh.
Okay.
Was Robin Hood on the team?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And what's the bear?
Baloo?
Little John.
Little John, yeah.
Little John was there too.
Walking through the forest. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, and Nottingham was a little bit closer to Sheffield, England than Liverpool is. Okay. Just to kind of like visualize distance.
Sure.
So this is a huge game. It's a semifinal, and it takes place at the Hillsborough Football Stadium in Sheffield, England, which is mid-country.
Okay.
Okay. So this was neither town's
home
stadium.
Yeah.
Okay. And they planned for that.
Right.
Yes.
I get that.
So Sarah, who's 19, was home on Easter break in London, but she goes to university in Liverpool.
Oh.
So at the very end of Easter break, they decided, let's go to the semifinal, and then we'll just drive you to Liverpool, drop you off, and we'll just go home from there.
Sure.
So nice big plan.
Right.
It's about 2.5 hours away from Sheffield. So on April 15th, 1989, it was a bright and it was sunny day. Everybody was super happy. The Hicks family packed a picnic and set off from London, which is about a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
And they made their way to Leppings Lane, which was the street outside of their entry point into the stadium.
Oh, okay.
So you'll hear Leppings Lane a lot as like the focal point of this. In prior years, police were accustomed to hooliganism. Mm-hmm. And to keep that to a minimum, they actually separated the fans.
Oh, wow.
So Liverpool fans went to enter at Leppings Lane.
Oh, I see.
And Nottingham Forest entered on the opposite side of the stadium.
Sure.
So unlike the previous year, which the Hicks also went to the semifinal,
okay,
the streets around the stadium weren't cordoned off, nor were their tickets checked.
That seems odd.
Seems odd.
Yeah.
So through the Liverpool Football Club, Trevor, the dad, applied for their tickets through some kind of a ballot.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of
that before.
Not really.
Same. But for some reason, they were given 3 tickets for standing room only, which were a very, very popular area in the stadium.
Sure.
Because it was right behind the Liverpool goal.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And they had 1 seated ticket in the north stand. Okay. So the Hicks got to Leppings Lane about an hour before start time. Jenny, the mother, thought it was odd that last year and again this year, the Liverpool fans, which outnumbered the Nottingham Forest fans, were told to go to Leppings Lane to enter where there were fewer turnstiles. Now, these turnstiles are the really tall ones that you have to walk through, not the little...
No, right.
Yeah, not the waist level ones.
Yeah.
There were 23 turnstiles at Leppings Lane and 60 at Nottingham Forest side.
Yeah, that seems weird.
But so Jenny Hicks wrote a book.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I'm getting most of my information.
Okay.
And that is what she said. She was surprised at this situation.
Sure.
But according to a later inquiry, Liverpool was allocated just over 24,000 tickets.
Yeah.
And Nottingham Forest had 30,000. So there were actually more Nottingham Forest.
Gotcha.
So they got the side with more turnstiles.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So it just made sense, right? Now the kicker is, although there are 23 turnstiles on the Lepping Lane side, congestion built heavily in this area, and a small number of them were the only ones being consistently used.
Okay.
7.
Oh, my God. Why?
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
I'm getting to it.
Jesus Christ.
So,
yeah.
3 standing tickets for the Hicks, 1 seated. So Jenny was going to give her husband Trevor the seated ticket, thinking he'd have a better time up there in the stands, and then Jenny would just be with her girls. The standing room terrace had shallow steps, so that the people behind you were just slightly taller so they could view over, right? Like an auditorium seating arrangement kind of a thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But Sarah and Vicky demanded that Jenny take the seat in the north stand because she would have a better view as she was so short.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, Mom, you're not going to see very well. Go up and sit in the stands.
And then we'll be with Dad?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, sweet girls, yeah. Jenny agreed, and she said her goodbyes to the girls and her husband. And as she's walking away, Jenny hears her youngest, Vicky, call after her. So Jenny turns around, and Vicky comes running after her, gave her one more big hug and one big kiss. And that was the last time Jenny saw her girls alive.
That is really sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, have you heard this story at all?
Not at all.
Jenny took her seat in the north stand by 1:50 p.m.
Okay.
The game would start at 3.
Oh. So she had to sit there for an hour and 10 minutes before the game?
Yeah.
Well, if the game went on like it's supposed to.
Yeah. But I don't know. Football, I feel like you go early on too, and our football, American football.
Yeah. There's been plenty of times where I get there right at we have signed seats.
Fair.
I don't need to get there. Got to get a good seat here.
Right. That's fair.
So it's like, even if we get there, we're down in the concourse.
Yeah.
Getting a beer, sandwich, or whatever the fuck we do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay. Anyways.
Yeah. So, but even by this time, 1:50, when she has her seat, I have to burp again.
Burping all the time, I tell you.
Sorry.
It's the salt.
Jenny looked over from her seat at Leppings Lane entry point and noticed that the pens that fans were pouring into, there were 6 altogether behind the goalie. Okay. And pens 3 and 4 were directly behind the goal. So Jenny noticed that the ends, pens 1 and 2 and 5 and 6 were pretty sparse with people, but 3 and 4 were getting really filled up. So these pens were basically metal cages.
Right.
So you've got metal fencing on the sides of the pens, on the front, and then there was basically only one entry and exit, and that was behind you.
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
So these fences were also separating the other pens.
Right.
As well.
Sure.
Okay. So players were warming up on the field at about 2:30. The goalie actually started noticing the pens were looking crowded, and he wondered why they weren't scattering to like the other pens. And Jenny said that the Nottingham Forest side pens looked completely normal. Everyone was spread around as she would normally have seen as she was there the year before, and she's been to lots of football games, you know.
Did they print the tickets wrong?
Oh, I will tell you. So the middle was just filling up and up and up with people. And what Jenny didn't know at the time was that the newly appointed match commander chief superintendent, that's quite the title.
No kidding.
David Duckenfield.
David Duckenfield.
And when I mean newly appointed, I mean like weeks.
Wow. Okay.
Like up to maybe 2 or 3 months. Just
so he was pretty
he
green.
He was green.
Yeah. Okay.
Duckenfield ordered exit gate C open at Leppings Lane. It is technically an exit for people to, filter out rather quickly. Mm-hmm. But there were about 2,000 to 5,000 fans still outside the gate and the turnstiles that still had to make it into the stadium. And the game was about to start. So it was briefly discussed that the game be pushed back about 15 minutes to allow these fans to get in a organized, timely manner, but it was denied.
Oh, fuck.
So instead, Duckenfield ordered Gate C open.
Okay.
When you enter the landing, or the concourse as you have called it,
yep.
Straight ahead is a narrow tunnel, and that leads directly to pens 3 and 4.
Oh.
So once you get into this tunnel,
yeah.
It narrows and it slopes downward and directs everything into like a single uninterrupted line. Okay. Now, there were no clear signs, no voices redirecting people elsewhere, nothing to suggest that the path ahead leads to a space that has already been filled.
Right.
So the crowd continues forward.
Oh, boy.
And the crowds do what they do. They follow that path in front of them,
yep.
Especially when that path is the easiest and the most visible and the one that requires the least thought.
Sure.
In a moment of thinking, they have other entrances to the other pens. The signage is horrific.
It sounds that way if they can't even figure out any way to direct these people elsewhere. Jesus.
Yeah. So the people in the pens behind them, more people are entering.
Yep.
And space is already gone. Between those two things, the pressure from behind and nowhere left to go up front, and the situation begins to shift from something super uncomfortable to something that cannot correct itself anymore.
Right. Jesus.
So, an additional 2,000 some odd fans pushed through to pens 3 and 4.
Oh my God.
Those pens can hold about 2,200 to 2,500 people.
Per a pen?
And yes, per pen.
Okay.
And they were already maxed out.
Oh boy.
They were maxed.
Yep.
It's now 3:00.
Game's gonna start.
The game officially started. One of the first attempts at scoring, the player kicked the ball and it hit the goal post. Okay.
It bounced up into one of the empty?
No.
Oh.
No. It just hit the goalpost, so super close to the goal.
Yep.
And that made the crowd go wild. And because people in pens 3 and 4 in the back couldn't see,
they pushed forward?
They pushed into the pens even further.
Oh, fucking hell.
0 room. People were getting crushed against the front of these metal pens.
Well, right.
There was no way out for these people except for that tunnel behind them.
So you couldn't even climb over it?
You could.
Okay.
But there was no room to even breathe.
I get that.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever come across how high the front of the gate was?
No, but people did climb.
Well,
Yes.
I'd hope after a while.
Yes. So for the people at the front of the cages, their breathing starts to change.
Yep.
Each inhale feels restricted, smaller than the last, and as though the space needed for it was being taken away. Their attempt to lift their arms, to embrace, or to open their chests was very limited. Mm-hmm. Every direction is filled. Every attempt to adjust was just absorbed by the bodies around them.
Right.
So you raise up your arm, and all of a sudden there's somebody right there.
And now your arm's stuck up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So behind them, the pressure continues to grow, and it's constant.
Okay.
And of course, the fence of the pens do not move.
Well, no, they're designed to, be stationary. So,
yes.
I mean, there's literally nowhere to go because you're at a fucking wall.
You're at a wall.
Yeah, so.
It fixes them in place and turning the pressure from behind into something more concentrated, something that presses forward. They are being moved unwillingly by the pressure of this crowd.
And when you have nowhere else to go, your body starts compressing.
Mm-hmm.
So
at first, the crowd around them is only a little bit louder. Then it becomes a little bit sharper. Voices start to become a little bit more panicked. And people are starting to ask others, you need to move back. Stop pushing. Then it becomes strained and urgent. And then the realization spreads that no one is choosing to push. Yeah. No one has control over this movement.
Right.
They are being moved.
Right. That's fucking wild.
There is no free will.
Jesus.
Hands start appearing around the fencing, like just grasping. Fingers are gripping the metal, searching for something to help give way. Mm-hmm. Soon there were attempts to climb, lifting themselves just enough to ease the pressure on their chests.
To be able to breathe.
Their feet trying to find a barrier to for their footing. Others can't move at all, and they are held in place, pinned between the fence and the weight behind them. Their bodies are absorbing this force that can't be redirected or escaped.
Right.
And breathing is no longer automatic now.
Right.
It's a constant thought.
Yeah.
It requires focus, and they try to push back, but nothing shifts.
Well, not against that many people. There's just no way.
No.
Even if you have a good section of that front portion of the people pushing, the pressure, because I'm assuming it's downhill.
Yes, it's downhill.
So how are they going to push all that back up? There's no fucking way. Mm-mm. They're screwed.
The bodies behind continue to move forward, filling every gap, pressing inward. There is no way forward and there is no way back anymore. Fans are starting to climb the front fence to get over. If they made it, granted, the game is on, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
If they made it over, they were still incredibly respectful of the game.
Sure.
They did not go onto the pitch.
Well, right.
They were very respectful. It wasn't a pitch takeover, okay?
No, it was like, I need to live.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing, and I don't know if this comes up, but you start seeing these people climb over so early in the fucking game. Someone should look into this.
The problem is the police think that it's unruly behavior.
So they start shooting?
No, thankfully.
God, that would be fucking depressing.
No, they don't, thankfully.
Oh, wait, it's England. They don't have guns.
So supporters in the upper terrace were starting to lean over and grab the people from pens 3 and 4 and pulling them up into the stands.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It was that close they could do that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, like if one stood on someone else.
Sure. They could
reach.
Wow. That's fucked up.
I saw one interview and I didn't write down any information. So this is all from Kate's poor memory.
Oh boy, we should move on.
This guy said he's middle-aged by now. And he said that he was next to a man. They didn't exchange any words. They just looked at each other in horror. And the other man, this guy was a teenager, the other man lifted him up into the upper terrace. And the guy says, I have so much guilt over that because I don't know who he was. If he died, he saved my life.
Wow.
And he has been with me every single day ever since.
I have no doubt. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be fucked to live with the rest of your life.
And no words were exchanged. He just get up on me.
It's like, hey, dude.
Yeah.
You can't even thank him.
No.
And that would be a huge thing for him too. But the fact you can't even thank him, and the other fact you don't even know if he fucking survived this stupid ass fucked up thing.
Yeah. Whoa.
Miss Scuse. Continue, please.
So, meanwhile, police, what few they had, it seemed, kept pushing people back who were attempting to jump the fence because they thought they were unruly. They were hooligans. They've had hooligans before, so these got to be hooligans now.
Every time you say hooligans, I just think of Eurotrip.
Jenny, back in the stands, overheard a man running up near her to someone who was sitting nearby. And he tells his friend, quote, "There are dead people down there," end quote.
Wow. That's fucked up.
So she is watching these pens just, it's almost like a solid blob of color at this point. There's no individual people at this point.
Yeah, it's hard to discern different
And then
people.
all of a sudden she hears there are people dying down there.
Okay.
Apparently, as early as 2:40, game started at 3.
People are already dead?
People were saying, quote, "No more room, no more room." They were yelling that at 2:40. The authority heard it, didn't do anything about it.
What a pile of shit.
Fans were yelling at the goalkeeper once the game started, and they said, quote, "Help us, Brucie. Help us. There are people dying in here."
Wow.
The goalie yelled to a policeman who finally ran out onto the pitch, and the game was officially stopped at 3:06.
So for almost a half an hour, people were getting crushed.
Yes, and the game was only on for 6 minutes.
Yeah. Wow. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
More people started jumping the fence, and now they were trailing onto the field. Some would collapse. Others started calling out for help. Others joined in to help with people doing CPR. From the north stand, Jenny could not see her family.
Right.
And remember that call to open gate C that came from Duckenfield?
Yeah.
It was because there was a crush that was happening at the turnstiles as well.
Oh, really?
Because there were so many people out there, and everybody was bottlenecking somehow to these 7 turnstiles. The others were operational.
But for some reason...
These 7 turnstiles were the bottleneck, and people were getting crushed there. So just open the gate. But refused to close off, or didn't think about...
Closing off gate C?
Closing off the tunnel to pens 3 and 4.
So now that people are getting out, more are just coming in?
Yes.
Fucking stupid ass fucks.
Yes.
Really? Wow.
Finally, the gates at the front of the pens were opened.
Oh, so there are gates at the front?
Yes.
Okay.
And they couldn't be opened. But finally, they opened them.
Well, fucking... Okay.
Of course, too little, too late.
Of course.
They had been in a fatal crush since 2:40, 2:45.
Yeah.
Inside the gates, there are metal crush barriers that they put in place. They looked like waist-high barriers that you couldn't, like, go forward,
Okay.
to kind of help separate. Those were broken.
Weird.
Metal. The pressure of all the people broke this metal barrier.
That's wild.
People standing behind it and people standing in front of it were either hurt or killed.
Right.
Sarah and Vicky Hicks were in front of one of those barriers.
Oh.
People were stumbling out of the pens, laying down on the pitch, performing CPR, people everywhere. 96 men, women, and children lost their lives that day.
That is a lot of fucking people to lose at a goddamn football match.
The youngest was 10 and the oldest was 67.
Jesus Christ. So just the two daughters died, not the father?
I will get to that.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So what's so horrifically and tragically crazy during this part, when people are coming out onto the field and collapsing, the Nottingham Forest fans were chanting and singing for their team. I saw a video where all these people are on the pitch and they're just singing because they have no idea what is actually happening. They don't know there's a tragedy happening. Of course. And it's so eerie because you know what's happening, but they're singing. It's so bizarre.
That's strange.
Yeah.
But
they don't know.
How would they have known?
No.
So, I mean, you can't fault them without getting any fucking information.
No.
So.
No, you can't fault them at all. But just the hindsight is just, oh my God, that's so creepy and crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah. 44 ambulances were waiting outside the match. They were all from different districts. You know, a lot of, we do that in regular baseball games and football games. Yeah.
Yep.
There were 80 trained medical personnel there as well. Despite dozens being nearby, the emergency response was delayed and poorly coordinated, and only one ambulance reached the pitch, quote, in time.
Wow.
So they have to wait for orders to move in.
Which I get, but what the fuck, people? Jesus Christ. I hope, see, and it's sad that like people like the daughters die, but yet the fucktards who are making the decisions for all these people, yeah, they're fine.
Oh, they're up in the control box.
Well, of course, there's some fucking whatever, but that's horse shit.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So several failures were happening at once. Police did not immediately declare a major incident was happening. The early assumption was crowd disorder, not medical emergency, and there were no clear instruction or route for the ambulances to enter.
Sure.
So with only one ambulance making it onto the pitch, we find out later that when it left the grounds, Trevor and Vicky were the ones that were inside.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And I'll speak more about that a little later.
Okay.
Over the loudspeaker, the Liverpool manager, Kenny Dalglish, who was very respected, told everyone to stay in this. Everybody in the stands to stay in their seat to avoid anyone else getting hurt or getting in the way. And Jenny listened. She stayed put, even though she's seeing this chaos and wondering where her family is. She stayed put. And eventually, the game was abandoned. Thankfully, and people were allowed to leave their seats. The Hicks family had already negotiated a rendezvous point after the game. Mm-hmm. So that's where Jenny went first, was that rendezvous point.
Which makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She waited there as the crowds began to thin, and she never saw Trevor, Sarah, or Vicky. Jenny saw some police nearby, and this whole rigmarole with Jenny, it's asinine.
Okay.
It's asinine what they have put her through.
Oh, dear.
They directed her back up to the north stand where she came from because they were setting up some kind of help station up there. Okay. So she goes back up there.
What?
She goes back up there. And there was a huge line of people waiting to hear about their loved ones at this new help station. Once Jenny is able to talk to someone, they said, quote, this is her quote, quote, "Oh, go back to the car, love. They'll have gone back to the car," end quote. Now,
what the fuck is wrong with people?
This will be the first of many times that Jenny Hicks was called love.
Okay.
And it's like on the American side being called, oh, hun.
Or dear, yeah.
Dear. Yeah. It's just icky. Well,
it's like, good day, love. All that.
But it's shit. Like, oh, honey. Like, bless your heart. Like, it's like there's like a negative connotation to it.
No, I get that.
Or I hate it when like young people tell old people, "Oh, hun." It's like, no.
Yeah, no, it should
respect
be the
your
other way around.
elders.
Yeah, but nobody does.
So she hated being called loved, and she got that many, many times.
Okay.
So she did as she was told. She went to her car. Trevor had the money. Trevor had the car keys. Trevor had, whatever. She didn't have anything. So she's waiting outside by her car, one of the only cars left in the parking lot. She also wasn't from Sheffield. She was in a place she didn't know.
Right.
So she waited there for about 10 minutes when a police car drove up to her, and without saying hello, anything, they rolled down the window and said, "Get in the car." Okay. So she got in the car. They're police. Okay. They drove her to a police station.
Oh, fuck.
Which they had set up as a headquarters for the disaster.
Okay.
Okay. So not shady. It was just
weird.
Yeah. What happened next is just irritating to hear. It's exhausting to hear. But they moved her from the police station to across the street to a boys' club, which they overtook for the relatives, then back to the police station to give detailed descriptions of her family. And then they take her back over to the boys' club.
It seems like unnecessary movement.
It seems like they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Clearly.
So when she is at the police station, she does give detailed descriptions of her family.
Right.
She keeps getting moved around, but she ends at the boys' club.
Sure.
So there at the boys' club, finally, a social worker named Alan Dunkley came to help her.
Oh, okay.
This is the first person who talked to her like
a human.
Yeah. And helped her.
Sure.
And ever since then, I think they've remained some kind in contact, like throughout the years.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Yeah, he was so helpful to her. He took her to the Northern General Hospital in Sheffield to see her family was there.
Okay.
He was the first person to listen to her. She was so grateful. So he followed her into the hospital and basically stayed with her all night.
Well, especially because, again, she's not from there. She doesn't know where the fuck she is or what to do. And she doesn't have her keys, nothing. She's got nothing.
Yeah.
So it's nice that this person obviously stuck with her to see this through kind of thing. So,
yeah.
Okay.
So they reached the nurse's desk and she asked if Trevor, Sarah, or Vicky was there. And the nurse said, "We've had a Victoria." Okay. Had a Victoria. Jenny and Alan were escorted to an empty treatment room. At first, it was just Jenny, but she's like, "No, I want somebody with me." So Alan came with. There was a nurse and a doctor in there. And the doctor was looking at a clipboard as if reading a script, didn't look at Jenny, and basically said Vicky was dead.
Okay.
This next part chaps my ass.
I love that saying.
Jenny asked to see Vicky, and the nurse replied, quote, "No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid you can't do that. She has nothing to do with you now. She is the property of the coroner of South Yorkshire."
Yeah, go fuck yourself, nurse.
She has nothing to do with you?
Yeah, who the fuck are you, you piece of shit? That's my fucking daughter.
Isn't that horrific to hear?
Yeah. What if... See you next Tuesday.
God.
Try not to say that word on video anymore.
Oh, my God.
What is wrong with her?
And that's not the first time, or that's not the last time that it happens.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
She has nothing to do with you, love.
Pretty much.
Fucking hell.
Oh, my God.
What the hell?
Jenny was then informed that Trevor was here with Vicky. Remember, they were in the ambulance that she didn't know at the time.
Yes.
He is alive.
Okay.
And had gone to another hospital to see if Sarah was there.
Okay.
No cell phones at the time.
Obviously, 1989.
Yeah, so of course, him and Jenny can't talk, right?
No.
So the nurse actually called over to the hospital, found Trevor, and told him to come back because his wife's here. Okay. And he was with a woman. And Jenny thought at first, this is Sarah. Oh my God, this is Sarah. No, it was another social worker.
I was going to say, it's like the female equivalent of Alan.
It was. So Trevor had a good little support person as well, which is super great.
Yeah, but fucking
But it wasn't Sarah.
That's sad.
Trevor said that he searched for the girls with all his might on the pitch. I don't remember Jenny mentioning this in the book, but I heard in other articles that Trevor actually left the pens at one point to buy a program, and that's what saved his life.
Oh, fuck. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. You look at it two ways. Good for him. Lucky on him. But now he has to live with the death of his daughters.
That he left there.
And he's going to have that guilt that he's like, well, I left my daughters and they're dead because I left them. Would he have died too?
Probably.
Maybe. Good chance.
Yeah.
You don't know. You can't say definitively that he would have. But could you imagine living with that? Like, if that's what it was.
Yeah.
I went to, allegedly go get a program and came back and my daughters are crushed. Fucking hell, man.
Oh, but it gets worse for him.
I'm sure it does.
Trevor's did find his girls on the pitch, lying side by side.
Oh.
And he tried to revive them both somehow. A fan who came up to him was actually a doctor. He came up and started CPR on Sarah while Trevor worked on Vicky. When that ambulance came onto the pitch, Vicky was carried to it. In the seconds that it took to go back to Sarah, the ambulance was full. And he was then faced with the impossible choice of going to the hospital with Vicky or staying with Sarah.
Fuck.
Thinking Sarah was going to be in the next ambulance that didn't come.
Yeah.
He went with Vicky.
That's sad.
Yeah. Out of the 7 females who died that day.
2 of them were the Hicks daughters.
Mm-hmm. But only Vicky made it to the hospital. Out of the 7 women, only Vicky made it to the hospital.
Wow.
Trevor said the doctors tried for 20 minutes to resuscitate Vicky before calling time of death. And still, the nurses refused to let them see Vicky. The nurse said again, this time to both of them as they're together now, quote, "She is absolutely nothing to do with you two anymore."
I don't understand that thought process from this nurse because even, okay, yeah, she died in their hospital, but we get to have a fucking funeral, you dumb piece of shit. What the fuck do you mean? She has nothing to do with us anymore. You don't get to claim property. Mm-hmm. What are you just going to go sell her body for like fucking cadaver experiments and shit? What the fuck are you saying?
Well, the truth was Vicky wasn't in the hospital anymore.
Where was she?
They sent her back to the stadium.
Why?
Quote, "The coroner ordered it so that all the dead could be together." End quote.
What?
So the stadium has some type of gymnasium.
Sure.
And they set that up at the time of a like makeshift mortuary.
Okay.
And that's where Sarah had been.
Okay.
While Vicky was in the hospital, Sarah was in this gymnasium.
Because she was already passed
She was
as well.
already gone, yeah.
Okay,
so they sent
what?
Vicky back to the stadium. So the nurses could have just said,
She's
not here anymore.
We sent her to the stadium.
She has nothing to do with you.
I really hope that person had some pain in her life. Because fuck her.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you word it that way, even if it's...
I know.
I don't know.
Why would you word it that way? That is horrific sounding.
It's terrible sounding.
I'm going to chug a little.
I'm just going to chug a little. So, okay.
Ooh, salt.
Since we're taking a mini chug break, apparently. I had the hazy afterwards.
Oh, are you done already with it?
That salt fucked it up.
Oh, no.
I should not have drank that one first. All I can taste is salt in my mouth.
Okay, so we need some
So I'm even trying to balance it out with a Coors Banquet, but I'm already halfway through my Dales.
Oh, no.
I will never have a Mas Lima again.
First.
So salty. or at all.
I mean, I really like it.
Well, I'm glad you do. You can have the third one.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
shit.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's completely taking over. Like, all I can taste on my tongue is salt.
How can we like refresh your palate?
Brush my teeth? I don't know.
What's the sorbet that they serve in between courses, like on Pretty Women?
Oh shit! What is that?
Yeah.
Is that
It looks minty, but I doubt it's mint.
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but anyways.
Okay, so
Yeah.
once back at the stadium, they were still denied in seeing Vicky. They didn't know Sarah was there at the time.
Of course. Why would they have?
The victims were in the gymnasium, as I said, and with Trevor getting more and more angry because he can't see his daughter, 2 additional policemen show up, but they escort Trevor and Jenny into the gym.
Thank God.
So the original 2 that said, no, you can't see him, and then Trevor started getting mad, were your typical police officers. These next 2 were like Shaq's big brother. They were huge.
Okay.
So thinking that because this man is getting angry, we need some bigger, more force. But these 2 giant men
ended up being compassionate and be like, yes, let's take you to your daughters.
Yes.
Or at the time, daughter, maybe.
Yes.
But, yeah.
So they were taken to a board full of photos.
Oh, shit.
Yes. They recognized Vicky right away. Being at the hospital, she was all cleaned up. So it took a little while, but they did finally see Sarah's photo.
Sure.
So both girls were lost in this tragedy.
That's so sad.
So after confirming their pictures and their bodies, they were questioned. And Jenny actually said in her book, no, we were interrogated.
Why?
Many of the police's questions were about alcohol.
Are you fucking serious?
Did you have any at the game? Did you stop to buy some on the way to the game? Did you have any with your picnic?
Why would their thought process go that route?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Oh, God.
That reason will come to light very soon.
Okay.
Eventually,
Yeah.
exhausted, mourning, Trevor and Jenny went home alone. 4 hours to London.
How could you... Jesus. Could you imagine that fucking drive?
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit. That would just be... I don't know what I'd do with myself at that point.
Yeah.
You know, me having 2 kids as well.
Jenny said she kept wanting to look in the back seat.
Of course she did. If I was driving, I'd keep checking the fucking rearview mirror, see if they're there.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I couldn't even fathom.
Yeah.
Could not even fathom doing that.
So 4 days after the disaster, there was a headline that came out on the front of a newspaper called The Sun. Have you heard of The Sun? Okay. It said, quote, "The truth." The article claimed, and this is where the interrogation comes back. The article claimed that Liverpool fans were drunk. They'd urinated on the dead, picked their pockets, and robbed them, among other atrocities, which I'm not going to say. They were obviously trying to shift the blame from the stadium or the police, the higher ups,
to the people,
the fans. Wow. The idea that the fans were to blame came from David Duckenfield.
And that was the dumb shit who had just been in place.
I literally wrote the chief commander bullshit whatever. That's what I wrote.
Chief commander bullshit whatever. I think that's our title.
And he was the one that told key people to open Gate C.
Yeah.
But sorry, let me retract that. He told key people that would go to the papers that Gate C was forced open by the fans.
What a piece of shit. So he's just trying to save his own ass.
Yeah.
100% what he's doing. I know this was, 37 years ago. I hope he... Never mind, I won't say that out loud. I hope bad things for him.
So, on Monday, April 24th, 1989, it was Sarah and Vicky's funeral, and then they were buried on the 25th. And
it's my dad's birthday.
Yeah. And then on the 29th of April, the Liverpool Liverpool families had like a mass funeral up in, excuse me, I don't know if it was in Sheffield or if it was actually Liverpool. It might have been Liverpool.
Okay.
But some 3,000 people were in attendance along with Trevor and Jenny. The Liverpool football team, Margaret Thatcher, other politicians, and the Duke and Duchess of Kent on behalf of the royal family were all there.
Wow.
The goalie who helped stop the game, his name was Bruce Grubbelaar.
Help us, Brucie.
Sorry if I didn't pronounce his name correctly.
It's okay.
He ended up giving a reading.
Oh, nice.
And after the service, 4 members of each family were invited to meet with the dignitaries. And around this time, it was announced that there was going to be an inquiry into the disaster starting in May, led by Lord Justice Taylor. Naturally, after reading what happened in The Sun, Trevor and Jenny were very skeptical.
Right.
When Thatcher, this one also chaps my ass. When Thatcher made her way to Trevor and Jenny, Jenny asked her, quote, "Mrs. Thatcher, can you please ensure that the Taylor inquiry won't be a whitewash?" Thatcher paused, put her arm around Jenny's shoulder, and said, quote, again, this is Jenny's quote.
Yes.
"My dear, a mother's place is in the kitchen filling the fridge with food for Christmas."
Okay. Fuck you, Margaret Thatcher, if that is a true quote. What the fuck does that mean? And what the fuck does it mean at this fucking time?
Jenny was like, thanks for bringing up Christmas that I'm not going to be able to spend with my daughters this year.
Not only that is, fuck you, Prime Minister. Get the fuck in the kitchen, you piece of shit. You don't belong in a
kitchen
fucking man's job, you dumb bitch. Is basically what she's saying.
How awful. Like, all these people are just not, they're clueless.
What is it? Is it from Austin Powers, I believe? Yeah, I think so. It's like where he's trying to not get like aroused. He's like, Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day. Or what? I think it's Austin Powers, right? But fuck her.
Yeah, isn't that awful?
Like, why would she say that? That makes no fucking sense in this capacity of what you're dealing with.
She's literally talking about an inquiry. Can we be assured that this inquiry is real?
Yeah, and not a bullshit farce.
Oh, honey, you belong in the kitchen.
But what I don't understand about that, this is coming from a fucking woman prime minister.
Yes.
Where do you belong then, you dumb piece of shit?
Yeah.
Clearly not where you are because you're giving that fucking advice. Go fuck yourself, you fucking piece of shit. Jesus Christ.
I knew he was going to get a rise out of this story.
Well, what the fuck?
I'm going to try opening the light logger and see if the salt taints it.
It will. But no, I mean, how can somebody in that position?
Oh, that's okay for me.
Well, yeah, salt. You like salt too.
Yeah, that's good though. I like it.
I think for Christmas I'm going to get you and Nathan a salt lick. But it's like, how could somebody in that position, being a female, well, maybe she wasn't really female. I don't fucking know. Because she apparently says the dumbest shit.
That is so dumb.
And it's just, what are you fucking saying here? You belong in the kitchen? My fucking daughters just died. We were fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Shit on in the press.
Yes.
That it was all of our faults, everybody who was involved in that from Liverpool.
Yes.
And they literally said they did unspeakable things to the dead bodies. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is that nonsense?
And fun fact on The Sun.
Yeah.
To this day in Liverpool, The Sun is boycotted.
Good.
Because of that.
Good. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Media, am I right?
Yeah.
Fucking biased bullshit piece of crap.
So, the Taylor report comes out by January of 1990.
So, 8 months later, roughly.
The report didn't just look at what happened that day. The report is also going to be in our show notes.
Cool.
It pulled the whole system apart piece by piece.
As it should.
It laid out how the disaster wasn't caused by rowdy fans, but by a chain of failures. Poor crowd control, too few turnstiles, the decision to open gate C without redirecting people. So it wasn't just about opening the gate. It was about closing off the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the stadium design that trapped people in these pens.
Yeah.
So it also called out how long it took to recognize it as a medical emergency, not just a crowd issue.
An unruly fan crowd issue, yeah.
And then it went further, recommending major changes like removing fences and converting stadiums to all seaters that would permanently reshape football in England.
And how it's, viewed, if you will.
So basically, it placed blame with evidence and for the first time put responsibility where it actually belonged, onto the authorities.
Was it Duckenfeld? Do you get fucked? Duckenfield?
No.
Fuck that guy.
Trevor and Jenny, who were at the inquiry and were witnesses, like they had to actually speak.
Good.
Became optimistic. This is exactly what needed to happen.
Yeah.
They were optimistic that prosecution of the police and the other higher ups were surely imminent. Instead, because while the report established what had gone wrong, it did not assign criminal responsibility and it did not bring accountability in the way that they needed. Right. It explained the disaster, but not how to resolve it. There were suggestions made, but they have to agree and do these suggestions, right?
Oh, dear.
So, fabulous report. It just didn't do enough.
Okay.
Then in the August of 1990 came another blow.
Cat feet.
There's like a little cat paw underneath the
Hey, Oliver.
The door.
I see part of his either face or tail, but either way.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
The Crown Prosecution Service announced that there would be no criminal charges brought in connection with the disaster. Despite the findings of the Taylor report, despite the scale of what had happened, the conclusion was that there was insufficient evidence to meet the threshold required for prosecution.
That's just saving people's asses, is all that's saying. And that's what's wrong with this fucking world. 1989, 90, whatever. Today, doesn't fucking matter. They will find a fucking loophole, a way around, just to be like, nah, no blame can be put on these people. That's what's fucking wrong with this world. And the other side, on the flip side of it, this world is sue happy. Like the person who was sued because my McDonald's coffee was too hot. You got a fucking coffee.
Yeah.
It's hot beverage. So I get it. They're trying to balance that. There's no balance. It's going to be fucked either way. And that's horseshit.
Yeah.
So can they sue them? Do a civil suit or something like that?
So they do end up doing stuff like that.
Good.
I will continue.
That's fine.
So all the families are in agreement that at this time they needed a support group for each other, and they needed justice after this damning Sun article.
Yeah.
Trevor was voted chair of the Hillsborough Family Support Group.
Nice.
Excuse me. This group.
I don't remember if you mentioned this, and I apologize to interrupt. How old were Trevor and Jenny?
I don't think I have that information.
Okay. I'm curious because daughters were 15 and 19, so there's a good
I'm guessing they're in their
chance,
30s.
late 30s maybe, maybe early 40s at this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Just we're not sure.
No.
But I was just
I did not research that.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The group became the central voice for the families, loved ones who refused to accept the current narrative.
Right.
They pushed to access documents, challenged legal decisions, and kept the issue in the public eye at a time that it might otherwise fade.
Sure.
Okay, so this group lasted a long time.
I bet.
By the autumn of 1990, something started to happen that at first looked like progress.
And then not?
In October, South Yorkshire Police moved to settle civil claims brought by families of those who had been injured.
Oh.
And in doing that, they admitted negligence.
Yeah, they did.
They acknowledged that they failed in their duty to care for the people who came to that match.
Yeah.
On paper, super big deal. It's an admission that something went wrong.
Right.
And responsibility existed.
Yep.
But for the families, wasn't quite the moment they needed.
No, it's kind of like a shitty way out. So like, yeah, we'll just settle this up. Yeah, we were wrong. Here's some money.
However,
how it like is perceived.
Yeah.
But it's like, no. We need fucking change on this.
Yeah.
And like actual fucking admittance to you fucked up.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah.
It's happening in a legal setting where liability can be accepted without fully explaining how or why things failed.
Correct.
There's no full public reckoning attached to it.
Nope.
There's no clear breakdown of responsibility.
Nope.
So what you end up with is an acknowledgement in one place and uncertainty in the public.
Correct.
So then on November 19th, 1990, the first inquest opened in Sheffield, led by the coroner, Dr. Stephen Popper. This is supposed to be the process that establishes how people died, the official record, the part where the story gets written down in a way that's meant to last.
Right.
Okay. Now, all or most of the people who passed died of compressional asphyxiation.
Sure.
Okay.
Which makes total sense.
Yes. But almost immediately, the narrative shifts.
Oh, fuck.
South Yorkshire Police returned to the idea that the supporters themselves played a role, pointing to late arrivals, alcohol consumption.
See, that's just fucking grasping at straws and trying to place blame off of yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what if they arrive late? You should still have a fucking goddamn process.
Process.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, in getting these fans in their proper fucking areas. Mm-hmm. You could come 3 hours early, 5 minutes late. It doesn't fucking matter.
Nope.
So fuck off.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So it's a version of events that doesn't line up with what has already been laid out in that Taylor report.
Yeah.
It becomes part of what's being considered because it's a public declaration.
Sure.
So within the space of a few weeks, the families heard two completely different things. First, there is an admission that there were failures, and now they are returned to the blame game.
Yeah, which, again, Duck and Field and all those other dumb fucks are just trying to push it off of themselves, is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So additional inquests move forward. In those proceedings, a decision was made that would come to define the next 2 decades for the fight for justice.
Good Lord.
There was a cutoff time of 3:15 p.m. The reasoning behind that was roughly 15 minutes after the match began, those who had died had already suffered injuries that were beyond saving. So on that basis, the inquest would not consider evidence from after 3:15, effectively removing any examination that had happened during the rescue effort.
But see, that's horseshit. How can you do that? Because you're obviously, they couldn't even get to these people yet. Mm-mm. So that's just, again, hey, how do we fuck everybody? We cut it off at this time. Nothing after that fucking matters.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Ooh, that was from the depths.
That was from the depths. Excuse me. So what that meant in practice was that questions about the emergency response, about how quickly they arrived, about whether they could have done more, about whether lives might have been saved, were no longer part of the official story.
That's fucking horseshit.
And everything behind it was treated as if it did not matter. So it took a complex, unfolding disaster and reduced it to a fixed moment in time, closing off the possibility that failures after the crush itself had contributed to the outcome. So it meant that they
So it meant that even as they pushed for answers, there were entire parts of the story that they were not allowed to talk about. By early 1991, the inquest had been running for months. And on March 28th, 2 years after the disaster, that process reached its conclusion. The jury returns a majority verdict of accidental death.
Do you realize that was 35 years ago today?
35 years ago today. That's going to be the end of part 1 of the Hillsborough disaster.
That is so fucking infuriating.
Accidental death.
Accidental fucking death.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, went to a football match, ready to see my favorite Brucie goalie tender on the fucking pitch, and I die.
Yeah.
Because that's what I wanted. And it's because of your negligence and fucking running this fucking place properly. You're going to tell me it was just accidental? Again, uppers placing blame on lowers is what it is.
Yep. People in authority blaming people who are not authority. That was the first part of the Debbie Downer episode.
Welp.
I suppose.
All right, buffoons, that's it for today's episode.
Buckle up because we've got another historical adventure waiting for you next time. Feeling hungry for more buffoonery? Or maybe you have a burning question or a wild historical theory for us to explore?
Hit us up on social media. We're History Buffoons Podcast on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also email us at historybuffoonspodcast@gmail.com. We are Bradley and Kate. Music by Corey Akers.
Follow us wherever you get your podcasts and turn those notifications on to stay in the loop.
Until next time, stay curious and don't forget to rate and review us.
Remember, the buffoonery never stops.